So you've taught yourself how to do a backflip, and now you're thinking, what's next? In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how you can take your backflip into learning a cartful. Joining me today, I have
Kimani
and
Brandon.
We're gonna start off by teaching both of these guys how to do a front flip. We're gonna turn that into a front flip half twist. Then after that, it's gonna be a trick or fall on the trampoline. If these guys successfully manage to do a trick or fall on the trampoline, we're then gonna take it down to the air track and start getting a cartwheel involved. So if you're someone like Brandon and Kimani over here, and you've taught yourself how to do a backflip, and you wanna learn something cooler, take yourself down to an open gym, follow along with this video, and you guys will be well on your way to learning some cool tricks. First step when it comes to learning your front flip is to do a dive roll going onto some stacked up mats here. Excellent, nice. Much better. Next up after that is to do a front flip going onto your butt rather than doing a dive roll. So imagine the same thing now, guys, but rather than putting your hands down on that mat, you do the same throw in and wedgie, but this time we grab hold of our legs and we do a sit up, bringing our abs in towards our legs, tucking and rotating. Bang. Nice. Front of your knees. Excellent, very, very good. Next step. The next step after doing a front flip onto your butt on some mats is to do the exact same thing going onto this flick trainer, but think about landing on your butt right on the end of this mat. That way you can then rebound off it and you can replicate what the landing of this front flip is going to be like. Big run, wedgie, and land. Let's go then, lads. Yeah, good. Reach. Lovely. Yeah, boy. Now we've done a front flip going down on the floor, you basically feel what it feels like. Now it's just a case of you doing it somewhere that is slightly easier, you can get some reps in. So that's why coming down to the trampoline. When you guys first start doing this one, you might feel a little bit weird on the trampoline and you might even be a little bit scared. But I promise you now, trampoline is your best friend. If you can learn to become friends with the trampoline, it's gonna make learning so many skills, whether that's tricking or gymnastics, a lot easier. If you notice that when you get on the trampoline, you are a little bit worried, but your front flips and your drills are really good, think about just building up nice and slow. So you might just want to do a front flip onto your back, then you might do it going onto your butt. You might think about going a little bit bigger, some more feet, bang, until eventually you can think about doing it full effort, up tall. Lovely front flip on the trampoline. Ready, boys? Let's get it. Big throw. Nice wedgie. Yeah, decent, bro, decent. Throw in, turtle. In turtle. There you go. Way back. Oi! First time, bro. Come on. Mate, banging. Gosh. Beautiful. And as you can see, front flip is light work for both of these boys. Now we need to think about how we can transition that front flip into a front flip half twist. So do you guys know what leg you cartwheel on? On your right leg? Right as well, perfect. Same as me, that's made life a lot easier. So now I want to see the exact same front flips, but as you're coming round, you're going to kick your feet out towards that blue and lift your right arm up behind your ears, just like this. As soon as you land, you're then going to jump and half twist towards the right. So that will look like this. Flip, open out, and turn. Once you feel 3/4 of the somersault is done and you're in this position, seeing that blue wall, kick your feet out towards it and let that last quarter happen. Good lad. Yeah, love that, good. But you turn the wrong way. Lovely, good. Turtle, turtle. One more, turtle. And get in. There you go. Better, good, good, good. Nice. When you're doing this one, you're gonna get quite excited quite quick. It's gonna make you wanna do loads and loads of reps straight away. But the main thing you need to consider is each rep needs to feel similar. If every single time you're attempting a front flip, you're trying a different amount of jumps, it's not gonna work out. We need to make sure we are consistently using the exact same setup so every rep can feel as similar as possible. That way we're gathering the right amount of data, whether that's you do a bad rep and you know what a bad one feels like, or you do a great rep, you know what a great one feels like. If you're consistently doing the same setup, you're controlling all the variables and you're giving yourself the best chance possible of actually learning this consistently with good technique. So before you go, 3 jumps, go. Count down in your head, 1, 2, 3, and then go. Wedgie, turtle. Good, already much better, much more controlled. Good job. Now these boys have finished up doing their front flips to jump and turn on the trampoline, we now need to think about how can we add this twist in the air. That's where these drills are gonna come into it. So first one, nice and easy. All we're gonna do is go down the floor in a tuck shape, just like this for me. From here, you're gonna kick your feet all the way out whilst looking at your toes still. Right arm up, left arm here, then roll over and lands on your belly. 2, 3. Kicking out and turning. Good, and get a few reps of that in. Good, get a bit closer together. Let's get like a synchro clip going on. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was cute. Jesus.
You definitely have to put that in.
That one's staying in, bro. That's staying in.
You gotta put like a little...
Very good. Next up after that is to do this one. It's a little bit of a weird setup, and this one can be a little bit odd, but if you can get a couple of reps in of this before you start sending on the trampoline, that's gonna be really good. It's gonna be replicating the feeling of what the quarter turn and eventually the half turn is gonna feel like. We go down, just in a tuck shape, boys, and you imagine doing pretty much the same thing, except we're gonna sit up a little bit, and then we're gonna kick out and turn our bodies to face just a quarter turn this way for now. Nice, good. And now both these guys have managed to do the quarter turn. We're gonna go back on the trampoline and we're gonna get this one done. So we're gonna do the front flip to lift the arm up and jump half turn. But rather than doing the jump half turn, just before your feet land, you're gonna kick out and do a quarter turn to look at the bar. So it's gonna be front flip, kick out, trying to land looking that way. So the same way that that just felt. Excellent. Love that, bro. Super clean. Left arm across. Yep. Yeah, nice, good, good, good. Hold your flip, 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 bang. Don't be loose. As soon as you're loose, you're just gonna fall out the air. You gotta be aerodynamic. Strong, turn, bang. Strong, now. Yeah, good lad. Beautiful, good. One more, one more. Good. No, that was good. That was a good mistake. But usually I spend a lot more time doing each of those ones, but we're limited on time today, and I think these guys are going to be all right moving on to the next stage. So we're quickly going to do a drill on the trampoline to show them how to go from quarter into half. Then after that, it's time to get going, mate. Down your butt in a tuck shape, kick all the way out, and boom, roll over all the way. Kick out, turn. As you kick out, think about bringing your ear and your top of your head towards this arm, and look at what's going on, like you're looking for your armpit. 2, 3, armpit, and roll over. Good, Brandon. Good. Feet towards the brown wall. Better. There are many, many, many different ways you can teach people how to do twists, how to do front flips, how to do a cartwheel even. But in this one, I'm just showing you guys the process that I would use if you was an absolute beginner and didn't know where to start and you didn't know how to do a front flip as well. So follow along with these steps as best you can. And if you find this method isn't quite working out for you, scroll down a little bit further on my channel and you'll find another method on how you can learn a cartwheel using the trampoline and all sorts of other stuff. Every adult I've ever coached has always wanted to do a skill like that. If there was a magic pill that you could take that could teach you how to do a backflip, a pharmaceutical company would already be selling it, making millions and millions of pounds. The only way you can achieve these skills is through consistent hard work, doing the drills, and trusting the process. There's no magic pills, there's no shortcuts, there's no cheat codes. It's putting the work in, and it's following the correct advice. Good, roll. Nice, that'll do. Wedgie. Once you've gone through those drills, you can then get yourself back on the trampoline and try a front flip half twist. When you first start doing it, I would encourage you to think about doing it late, exactly the same as you practiced it before. So front flip, kick out, late half turn, then the better you get at it, the earlier you can think about twisting and start seeing the floor. Good twist, but the set for the somersault wasn't great. Sit, nice. Good turn, slow flip. Flip, turn. Right now, you're going, flip turn!
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, hold your flip, somersault. So, as you're coming around again, you start to see this wall, that's when you can, boom, kick those feet out. Go. Yep. Sit, good, there you go. Nice, and again. There you go, lovely. Better, good. Get your feet across, turn. Yeah, get your belly button across, get your hip across, get your toes across, turn. Good, now do that in the flip. Yeah, come on. All right, so there we go. We have managed to get both these guys doing somewhat of a front flip half twist now. Don't get me wrong, they're not perfect, they're not 10 out of 10 just yet, but they're not going to be in your first session. The fact you guys have got to where you've got to is absolutely amazing. They've both just learned how to do a front flip and how to do a front flip half twist in about an hour or so. So good job there, bro. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now, in order for us to turn our gymnastic style front flip half twist into a trick or fall, there's a little bit of a process we need to do. The first one is to teach them how to do a trick of front or a quarter Arabian. So an Arabian is a half turn into a front flip. So first of all we're going to do is going to go jump, half turn that travels forwards, and jump into a roll. And then whilst one person is doing that one, the other person is going to be over here on this one, and you're going to go jump, half turn into tuck handstand. Half turn, then go straight away. Good, and again, straight away. Up and over when you go around the side too much. Good. Arms up and rise, in. Good. You need to let your elbows come up above your head now. If your elbows don't rise above your head, you're going to go around the side too much. Good. Once you've mastered how to do those two, it's then time to put those together. So you think about doing an Arabian into a tucked handstand and roll. All the way over. Really concentrating on lifting those hips and belly up nice and tall. Jump, and then wedgie. Jump, wedgie. Rolling over. Excellent, very, very good. Turn and roll. Amazing, bloody amazing. Mate, these guys are smashing it. There are several other methods that I use to teach people how to do a full twist, depending on what their goals are. For these guys, they just want to go out, do some flips, do some cool tricks, and most likely send it on grass and do all sorts of crazy stuff. So that's why we're teaching them the tricker method versus some gymnastic styles. If you guys learn a bit more gymnastical, we will put a little bit more effort into making sure the form is perfect and each drill is solid. But if you're someone that just wants to learn flips, just wants to learn tricks, you're not too worried about necessarily what they look like to start with, then I would highly advise you go down the tricking method versus the gymnastics one. Exactly the same thing, but you don't put your hands down. Around, onto your butt. Good, nice. If we find at some point the tricking method isn't quite fully working out for them, then we can always revisit it and go back to doing this. The other method I like to use is essentially mixing an Arabian and a front flip half twist like we've just learned together in two sections, then eventually making the gap less and less and less until eventually they're doing it nice and easy. Now you've done the Arabian drills, we can now think about doing our quarter Arabian on the trampoline. To do this, rather than starting all the way around, we're going to start quarter turn, facing sideways, arms come over to one side. We then think about doing a nice big windshield wiper motion with our hands and our hip doing this. Then after we've done that, we turn to get our chest and belly button to face the front and front flip. So it's throw, turn, and flip. Set, throw, and tuck. Throw, and tuck. And then after you've done that, or once you feel confident doing that, go set, throw, arm, turn, and then we put it together and we go throw, turn. Nice, good lad, nice. Oh. When we're going into this now, Kimani done an absolutely great job of sending it, but he's not quite using his elbows and his arms. Think about from your elbows to your shoulders, they have to rise all the way up and around. These guys had the analogy of the old fusion bomb from Dragon Ball, but I use a slightly different one. I think of Simba. So we've got Simba here, Lion King. Then we turn to the other side of the cliff and we throw that bastard off the edge. Exactly, mate. So you go, oh, he's wonderful, isn't he? No, he's not. Bang! Send him over. So let me see that now. Simba, throw. Yeah, good, good. There you go, there you go, there you go. And again, that's it. Better, good. There you go, good, much better. Count. There you go, good lad, very nice. One more for luck. Front flip, look at the blue, look at the wall. There you go, good, that was the next step. Well done. And there we go then. Both the guys are doing a good job. They managed to get the trick of front to jump half turn going. Now then, we need to think about combining them both, yeah? So we need a little bit quicker getting into that front now. So don't leave your chest like this, sticking out. Bang. Back here. Bring this in. Throw. Chest in, bum over. And that'll make you snap into a nice tuck so you can kick out and turn. So now, as you land the front, kick out, and half turn. Think about your eyes, almost as you're coming around here, looking for your knees and body, so that way you know that's when I'm going to turn. So I'm here, round, look for the knees, turn. And if you can put it all together, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, good lad, good lad, good lad. Faster flip, turn. Yeah, boy, come on.
One more time, again.
Yeah, sick. Sick, bro. Love that. Yeah, super clean, bro. Nice, good. This set was slow, but you got away with it as well, good. And as you can see now, these guys have gone from absolutely zero, can only do a backflip, to now being able to do front flip half twist, and the last step before doing a full-on trick or fall. So we're gonna get a few more reps of that done, get that solid, and I'm gonna show them how we can make that a little bit smoother, a little bit more tricker style. But yeah, overall, you guys have done an absolutely great job, mate, yeah? Give yourselves a round of applause, mate. Yeah. Bosh. Bosh. To turn our current version of trick or fall into an actual trick or fall, we need to understand what the differences are. In our current trick or fall, we're imagining doing a quarter Arabian into a front flip and then half turn. This is good and exactly what you need to be doing to start off with. However, once you can learn this way, we then need to think about bringing our elbow and our chest all the way around, near enough a complete half turn or just in front of us, before we then jump and bring this elbow behind us. And then we think about doing the same twist we did before, but rather than lifting our arm up here, we're gonna pull our arms in towards our armpit, nice and tight, and let the turn happen. Rather than doing this, turn, leap, turn. We now want to think about bringing that head and chest all the way across and then pulling in towards the armpit. Turn, pull, turn, pull, all the way in. And now, in order to get Kimani and Brandon how to understand this, there's a couple more drills we're gonna do. So we're gonna start side on, just like so. One arm up to the sky, one arm out to the side. This first hand and elbow is gonna come down and behind you, whilst this other elbow comes across with your head to see this way. Once we can see this way, we then think about jumping, putting those arms in and landing flat on your back. So roll and stand up tall. Start off slow by going 1, jump, 2. Then as we start to get better and better, then think about doing it all in one motion. 1, 2, 3. Into a trick or fall. Feet together. Quarter, see a trampoline, half. Good, that's it, nice. Better, good, good, good. Second drill is gonna be coming onto the trampoline right here, and all we're gonna imagine doing is the trick or fall, but in 2 halves. Turn that head and chest all the way around behind you, and then think about jumping onto your back, bang, and bounce your feet. The most common mistake people have when transitioning their current trick or fall into this version is not letting the head and chest turn around before going into the fall. So rather than stopping and hitting a blockage and turning here, like that, instead, we need to let our chest and head turn all the way around, kick over the top, and let ourselves fall nice and strong. Land on your back, bring it in to your feet. And the first couple of times if you need to, literally just go from here, turn, just land on your side for now. If you can do it in the right shape, you can land on your side like that, you've done pretty well. Bang, bang. Once that starts to get good, think about landing on your feet ideally, but if you need to at first, you can go like knees. So, but I would always encourage you go feet rather than knees, to be honest. All the way round and pull those feet to the floor. Seeing what's going on the whole time. Hands or elbows round, seeing it, pulling it in, and seeing what's going on the whole time. Bang, bang. Seeing what's going on. And these guys right now have been putting the work. We've been training for about 2 hours or so now, and we're just about finishing up, getting to here. Yep, good. Yeah, good, very good. Well done, mate. Bloody awesome. Yeah, good. Now, less with your left, more with your right. Right, left. Yep. Good, and relax. Kimani. Yeah, good. Now turn your hips as well. Where's the hips? And hips. Yeah, good lad, beautiful. Nice. As you guys can see, after doing those drills, Kimani and Brandon are now transitioning their trick or falls from a little bit less gymnast style into much more trigger style. All it is a case of doing now is trying that again and again and again, and adding a couple of drills in there as and when it's needed, until eventually these guys are landing it on their feet. But like I say, this has been one session. These guys could only do a backflip when they walked in today. They couldn't do a front flip, they couldn't do a half twist, and now they're doing a trick or fall in about 2 hours or so, mate. Yeah, absolutely smashing it. Good job.
Boys.
Good job. All right, come on in, boys. Let's get this landed then. Oh yeah, nice. Now take off with your feet closer together. Yeah, boy, come on, good. Now strong. Feel that landing, don't reach for the floor. Let's go, Kimani. Hey, come on. And bang. Good. Nice, bro. Come on. Very nice. And there we go. Trigger fall number 1. Beautiful. All right, let's get it then, Brandon. It's your time, son. Good. Now, push off those trampoline toes. Don't go, go, bang.
Yeah.
Good. Nice, good. When you're here now, imagine if there's a big wall and this arm's a sword. You've got to slice the wall vertical, and once you've passed that, this elbow then comes behind you, and you wrap in like you just did. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Come on. Beautiful, bro. That was sick. And there we go there, people. 2 trick or falls accomplished on the trampoline. That's how we do it around here. Strong. Good lad. Nice. All right. Beautiful. Leave it there, brother. All right.
Get that, man.
Time to go, brother. Last but not least, the man. Best till last. Good lad. Very good. And there we have it, people. That was mission accomplished. That was challenge demolished. These two did an absolutely amazing job. From walking in, only being able to do a backflip, to now being able to do front flip half twist, and a trick or fall on this trampoline. Can't ask much more than that. Good job. Bosh. Bosh. If you guys are watching this and you're thinking you want to learn this fall, then follow along with these steps and give it a go for yourself. If you consider yourself to be someone who's quite athletic, maybe you've been to the gym consistently, maybe you've done quite a lot of sport when you were younger, then I would highly, highly recommend you give tricking, gymnastics, and flips a try. It's pretty new to these guys, but so far with the training they've been doing, it seems like they was enjoying themselves.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they're absolutely loving it. So don't be afraid to go out there, try something new, give yourself a bit of a challenge, and see if you can get it done. But anyway, that has been all from me, that's been all from Kimani, that's been all from Brandon, and that's been all from Boise over here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and watch another one of these videos to learn even more tricking or gymnastics. Peace. Bang.